Hello, hello, my loves, and welcome back to Enchanted. I am so excited to get started because I have so much I want to do with this little LP. But as you saw in the very small machinima at the beginning, Nathalyn has actually purchased a small business lot for Sibyl, and it's actually a bar and an apothecary store, like a potion store where they can sell their potions and elixirs, and where people can come and have drinks, play cards, play darts, hang out, just have a good time. And Nathalyn, he is kind of the king, so he doesn't really have a job necessarily, but Sibyl she's not happy with just sitting in the house all day waiting for Nathalyn to get back from wherever he's been. So she, asked Nathalyn, is there any way that I could just get a job? Would you be okay with me getting a job or finding something to do with my time? Because I can't just sit at home all day. And Nathalyn was like, say no more, my love. I've got you. So he purchased a little lot for her, and she's so freaking excited. She cannot wait to go take a look at it. But what we need to do is she actually is going to ask Nathalyn to mentor her in apothecary skill because she does not have the apothecary skill. She has charisma, cooking, logic, and romance, but she does not have the apothecary skill, and it's something that she really wants to learn. She is a virtuoso spellcaster, so she is the top rank of spellcaster. She has a very strong bloodline, so she is a very, very powerful spellcaster. She comes from two of the most powerful spellcaster families to ever have existed in the magic realm, and so her powers are very, very strong. She is very, very good at casting spells and stuff, but she's never really been able to make a decent potion. So she's working on kind of figuring out how to make potions, and in addition to that, I think the apothecary skill will go very well with that. All right, so already she's reached apothecary level 2. Through muddling, mixing, and mashing, Sibyl can now forage for apothecary ingredients and craft cures for the following ailments: sonic sinuses, greeny meanie, luck magnet, emotional void, and gnome lore. The apothecary study set decoration is available for purchase in build mode. All right, well, they're done with their practice for right now. We are actually going to head out because we're going to go to Gringles, which is the bar, and we're going to look for the guy that sells all the apothecary ingredients, because we're going to purchase some things from him to be able to plant at home. Alrighty, ready. We are here at Gringles. I do want to introduce ourselves to this person. Let's do a little cheerful introduction because I need to meet a bartender so that I can hire a bartender for our bar. But here we go. Here's what we're looking for. So after that, we're going to go shop for some apothecary items, and we're gonna have Nathalyn come over here, and we're gonna have him just go ahead and see if he can craft anything. He can't. Purchase advanced apothecary ingredients. Here we go. We're just gonna have him purchase just all of these, I guess, just one of everything. All right, so we have a couple of things we can purchase here. We have some apothecary books, which I don't think are really going to be necessary because she has Nathalyn and he's level 10 in apothecary, so I don't think we're really going to need these. We are going to purchase, let's just say 10 aura petals. We're going to do 10 cow plant horns. We'll do a few daisies. We'll do some holistic cures. Sibyl got a luck charm. She can't really tell, but she's pretty sure this charm might be affecting her luck. Once the effects of the luck charm wear off, Sibyl may rekindle it with fairy dust. Okay, so a cow plant horn. Yes, it's as ominous as it looks. Anyone in possession of this charm will feel a sense of dread when it comes to their luck getting worse, even more when they have multiple. No cow plants were harmed in the production of this charm. Oh, good. I'm glad. All right. we're going to have Sibyl. Now, she is, you know, her being sort of new to the fairy realm, she has no idea what anything is. So we're just going to kind of have her maybe take a little bit of a look around. We'll have her go listen to these mushrooms, maybe. I don't know what this is or what this entails. We're going to have her go do that. We'll have her view this. I don't know what it means to summon. I don't know how much more I can handle. Oh no. You noticed me. I appreciate the moral support. Okay. Together we'd make a fun Gus. Okay. All right, Nathalyn, how did that go? All right, we've got some noxious gas now, so that's definitely something we can sell. That's nice. Nathalyn is going to go over and we're going to have Nathalyn instantly fly here. He's like, hello, love. What are you doing? She's like, well, I was just looking at this tree stump. It's glowing. And he's like, ah. He's like, let me show you, my love. Nathalyn summons Spruce Almighty, everyone's favorite garden pal. Spruce can only be here for so long before they have to return to the glasswood tree, but they're happy to help Sims with their luck, gardening, or just chat. Here he is, Spruce Almighty. All right, let's go. I feel like he would already know Spruce, seeing as how he's like the king and everything. We're going to do, maybe we'll do a funny introduction so that he's kind of like, this is my old friend. This is Spruce. Spruce, this is my wife, Sibyl. So let's have Sibyl introduce herself. All right, so she's introduced herself to Spruce. We're going to talk about our favorite plant child, not mushroom for error. There was once a spirit grown from soil and love who spent their days tending a garden. The garden belonged to a mother of nature who watched over creatures she'd pardon. Now the spirit's first error was insecure terror, and their purpose felt more like a chore. So attempting great power like their beloved flower, they let envy spread like a spore. Solve riddles. Reward glasswood tree, everdew seeds, and end of the fable. Okay. And we're going to have Nathalyn kind of joke with Spruce here. And he's going to be like, we're going to have him tell a little inside joke. And he's going to be like, are you trying to confuse my woman here? He's like, no, your majesty. I'm just trying to enlighten her on the lore of our beautiful realm. It looks like Sibyl has found her way over to kind of come hang out with some of the locals, introduce herself. We need to solve the blue mushrooms riddle, solve the red mushrooms riddle, solve the green mushrooms riddle, and the yellow mushrooms riddle. So those mushrooms are all around here somewhere, aren't they? Yeah, we just talked to them. So let's solve the riddle, solve the riddle, solve the riddle. There's another mushroom. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Solve the riddle. So let's go solve some riddles. See how we're doing. We're also kind of hungry, so we're going to need to go home and get something to eat soon. Yellow mushroom. Come dance about. It's time to play. Good luck or bad, we're here to stay. A portal to fairyland or toadstool spores outward expand. What am I? A fairy ring? Maybe? A captivating response. Okay. I don't know if there's a right error or a right answer or a wrong answer to these. I'm often read with spots about. I'm seen in film to gain some clout. I'm a fungi, I swear it's true, but if you touch, Grim collects you. What am I? I have no idea. The spirit pursued sprouts of imitation, but never accomplished pure life. They could not achieve the maiden's prestige. Their projects just ended in strife. Lost in the sauce, the power they sought was one that could not be discerned. And excuse me. Sure, a truffle. I don't know. Hang on. The power they sought was one that could not be discerned, and a fellow once mellow went full green from yellow regarding the lover they spurned. Okay. So I guess, okay, I guess so far in our fable, there was, I'm assuming it's talking about Spruce Almighty, who was in a relationship with Mother Nature, and he wanted power like hers, but he couldn't, and so it made him embarrassed, maybe? So we need to be inspired or have lightning root leaves for this one. Enchanted, not natural glow. In day I sleep, at night I show. An eerie hue of ghostly play. Instead of fright, I light the way. All right, we'll be right back. We need some lightning root. And I don't quite know how to get that. Can you pick up this trash can? I'm looking around to see if there's any like harvestables about, but I don't really see any. There's a little dig spot there, but that's not what I'm looking for. This is an apple tree. That's not what I want. No, that's good enough for right now. We're gonna go ahead and head on home, and we'll see about trying to get some lightning root another way. Nathalen's emotional force is draining, and so he is definitely going to need some. So the thing about Nathalen is, because Sibyl, being a spellcaster and being as powerful as she is, her emotions are way more powerful than a normal sim. And so when Nathalen consumes her emotions, it fills him up completely very quickly. So he's going to come in, and she offers this up freely to him. She never gets upset with him. And he's going to come in and say, hey, love, you know, I'm getting a little short on my emotional force. It's running a little low. Would you mind? And she's like, absolutely not. Go ahead. He is going to go ahead and come in and take a little shower. And then I think he's going to just work on a painting a little bit. Nathalen has recently taken up painting, and so far he really enjoys it. And it looks like Sibyl is making herself a little garden salad. And I'm hoping that Nathalen left some fairy dust. He did. So we're going to put that in Sibyl's inventory, so that she can use his fairy dust for some other things. Go ahead and eat your garden salad. And it looks like her dad is calling, so we're going to have her go ahead and talk to her dad. We're going to have her clean up. She's going to use the restroom. She'll probably take a quick shower as well. She is getting kind of tired, but I do want her to plant some of this stuff. Can we plant a cow plant horn? Is that a thing? No. Okay, so if we open this, can we put this in there? Okay, so did I waste my money on these cow plant horns? I feel like I did, but maybe we'll put them in the shop. All right, so we got some daisies. We'll put those in there. And we've got some tulips. We are going to plant at least one tulip. We have some aura petals. We'll put those in there. We got some sage. We'll put that in there. And we have a lemon. We are going to plant the lemon tree outside. And it looks like Nathalen is choosing to sleep in the fairy house today instead of sleeping in their bed, which, you know, is fine. Hey, our mom's here. Hi, Seraphina. Yeah, I'm going to turn off this luck system because this is annoying to me. Where's it at? Pack settings, maybe? Limit fairies to Inniscreen, for sure. We are going to disable luck. I don't mind about the balance and imbalance. We'll see how that affects gameplay, but the luck thing already is driving me a little bit nuts. It looks like our mom left, so we didn't get a chance to invite her in, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and water all of these. I have an extra ticket to the hottest opera in town, but we have to go right now. Are you in? Okay. I mean, I'm tired, but yeah, I'll go. Let me water my plants really fast. All right. She's off to the opera. Have fun at the opera with your dad. All right. While she's gone, let's have Nathalin work on some apothecary stuff. We're going to have him make some stuff to put in the store. Can we put him in his fairy form? Reveal fairy form. Because I feel like while he's in Innisgreen, he would always be in his fairy form. But if they're going outside of Innisgreen, he definitely would not be in his fairy form. There we go. All right. Study apothecary cures. Discard in progress elixir. No, I don't want to do that. Advanced apothecary ingredients. Here, lightning root leaf. This is, I needed some of this. Let's get like a lot of those. Because I want to, can I plant that? Or not? I can't. I have to have a seed, I guess. Okay, well, let's put some lightning root leaf in there. Let's put this in there. We'll put this in there. This noxious gas will keep. Put the rest of this stuff. Bravo, bravo, bravo. This was the most emotional opera I've ever experienced. I will absolutely recommend Kelly and Her Falling Stars to all of my friends. All right. I'm so glad you had fun, Sibyl. Let's have her go ahead and head to bed. She's going to get some sleep. And then we have an emotion stone. While in a Sim's personal inventory, it can be used to show off, to draw a crowd, detect emotions of other Sims, and bottle emotions. Various Sims enjoy the added bonus of being able to eat the emotion stone in exchange for a small amount of emotional force, and their abilities temporarily costing less emotional force overall. This stone is surprisingly versatile for such a small thing. Though a bit fragile, repeated use can cause it to break. Sims may only carry one emotion stone in their inventory at a time. All right, in order to kind of get his emotional force up, we're going to have him go into the fairy house so he can regenerate some emotional force. He doesn't like doing it this way. He much prefers feeding off of Sibyl's emotions, but you know, it's fine. Let's have him go ahead and get some sleep. Oh, they moved up to a different bedroom. I'm not exactly sure why. Alrighty, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Sibyl is awake. She is going to go downstairs and make herself a little breakfast. We're just going to have some eggs and toast. Now, Nathalin does not need to eat human food because he's a fairy, so Sibyl really only cooks for herself. All right, she's done with breakfast. She's gonna go shower, and then we're gonna have her experiment a little bit on her cauldron and see if we can learn how to make some kind of potion. Word on the street is you have some magical watering abilities. May I come and be bestowed by your watering gifts? Let me water you. To initiate water healing, select a merfolk and choose water healing under the fairy category. Okay, well, let me get some clothes back on. They both need to put their clothes back on, so hang on. Put your clothes on. All right, fantastic. They now have their clothes back on, so let's have Nathalin come over, and he is going to go fairy, and then we're going to do a water healing. Oh, I'm going to change his outfit because he just changed back into his robe for his PJs. We're going to put him in this outfit. He's like, excuse me, love. There's someone at the door in need of healing. I'll return in a moment. Oh, look at that. Good job, Nathalin. Nature is nurtured. From water healing, on a sim. Nathalan used the power of fairy magic to water another nature-bound sim. Good job, Nathalan. He's like, so as payment for your healing, I will need your emotion, please. So he is going to bottle up her emotion. Ooh, look at that. Good job. Unlocked emotion potion notebook entry. Nathalan just bottled some emotions and placed them into his inventory. One sad emotion. All right. So this emotion potion is actually going to stay here at the house. We're going to go ahead and put it in the apothecary storage cabinet. This is where we're going to keep all of his emotion potions. He does need to shower. We're going to just take a speedy shower. We're not going to shower with Sibyl. We're not going to. Oh, well, she kind of needs a shower too, so maybe we should. Hang on, Nathalan. Get out of there. All right, those two are finally out of the shower, and we are heading over to Sibyl's. Now, I know it says Baggins Apothecary and Bar. That's not actually what it's called. It's because I downloaded this off of the gallery, and this was actually built by Solja Harpy. So if you guys would like to download it, this is where you can find it on the gallery. But I thought it was just such a beautiful little lot. I just made a few very minor changes to kind of fit it to what I wanted it to be, but I love it and I think it's absolutely perfect. All right, we are here at Sibyl's, and so what we need to do is we need to take out some of the potions and elixirs and stuff that we made and get these placed out here. Perfect. We're going to move this one over here. And then we also have the things that Nathalan made. So we're going to have him put the noxious gas in here. I'm going to take that one out. We'll put that in there. Then can we... I can't list these for sale. I guess not. Okay. I'm going to have to get a different display case for this then. I guess we could use the tiered pedestals. That might work. Put that there. Put that there. That there. That there. Okay. All right. I think that looks pretty good. I am going to change some things up in here very quickly. I'm going to get rid of this stuff and put an apothecary table here. And I want to add a cauldron in this room as well. All right. Fantastic. So we are going to go ahead and open up the business. And we're just going to kind of hang out. We're going to have Sibyl experiment a little bit. And I think we'll have Nathalan maybe work on creating some more potions and stuff on the apothecary table, or elixirs, or whatever they're called. And that will be that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. If you did, please leave a like and a comment down below, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.